Hi guys, welcome to Bobzybounce. I'm Bobs.
And I'm Bouncer.
And today we've got a very special person in the studio. We have got Bilal.
Yeah, man.
Big up Bilal. Big up. Bilal in the house. Bilal, we've got you in our humble studio today.
Yes.
I actually approached you.
Yeah.
I approached you because I saw your content on Instagram. And your content is like more like bodybuilding related or like physique related. Obviously you can tell by looking at your physique.
She'll come with Western, man.
Obviously Bilal's physique is less than mine. No, he's got Marshall's got amazing physique. But so obviously you like you're a personal trainer, I believe. In fact, what is it that you actually do?
So at the moment I'm an online fitness coach. So I did start off as a personal trainer and I'm a qualified nutritionist as well. So when I got qualified in the personal training industry, to be honest, if I was in two set of minds whether I should go face to face, whether I should go online, and then I thought online would be the better option just because of the support you can give to people.
Yeah.
So I do everything through my app. I've invested into my own app. So it comes with like your training plans, your nutrition plans.
So you've got your own like
app.
proper app.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
But it's only members that are actually part of the program that have access to it. So they'll have access to like one-to-one support with myself, training, nutrition, community. One of the reasons why I went into online coaching as well, because as a personal trainer, you're working one-to-one with a client, but you as a client, you don't know who the other clients are, stuff like that. It's like you just go to the gym for an hour session, you're left to it. Who manages the rest of your 23 hours of your day throughout the week? So with online coaching, it's a lot more support with
is that the community
client,
aspect of it? Yeah,
the community and the coach as well. So like they got access to the community, where like all the clients are in the community. We all share each other's wins, what we get up to. It's like I might be having a shit day, you're in the community, you might post something like out here getting my steps in, out here getting a session in. I might look at that thinking, fucking hell, if he can do it, I'm gonna go get my session in or go get my steps in. So it's like you gotta have that sort of community where you're all like surrounded with like-minded people. That's the beauty of it.
You motivate each other.
Absolutely, you motivate each other, you support each other, encourage each other, and that's how you're all, you're on that same path end of the day to becoming a better version of yourself. So that's what, and it's more flexible for me. So I'm giving them all of this, and then the beauty of it is that I work from wherever I want. All I need is my laptop or my phone. So that's the beauty of it. Whereas personal training is draining. It's why a lot of personal trainers are now starting to burn out or die out.
No, you're right there. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that I don't want to mention any specific gyms, but I've been to a few gyms where I've spoken to the personal trainers. They're always complaining. They're complaining about underpay. They're complaining about overworked. They're complaining about poor management. And I think in general, I'll be honest with you, I do think that a personal trainer is underpaid. Right? Because the amount of time and effort that they spend on the correct, all of the training they have to do, and all the reading they have to do, and everything, the qualifications, and then at the end of it, if you're not busy, well, how much do how much does the client pay?
So a client can average pay between £15 to £25-30 an hour. Again, it comes down to the PT's experience. But then again, PT qualifications are not cheap. So when I did mine, I got mine in like a bundle. So mine came with my level 3, my level 4, and my level 3 and 4 nutrition and weight management advisor as well. That came down to about, I think it was about £4,000.
Wow.
£4,000 to get qualified for that. So then you go through all of that, and then you can go to a gym. You start off, obviously you got to start off at a reasonable price because you've just started. Build your clientele up and etc. Sometimes you even got to sort of offer free sessions to people as well to bring them in.
Is that the free consultation thing to do?
So when I went into online coaching, I coached a couple of people for free for about 12 weeks. Says, look, let me take you through a transformation, because I was starting a business. Yes, I had my own experience and testimonial, but it's good to get other people's as well. So you got to offer that free time and that free service to bring in results, then use that to promote what you're doing and promote your services, and that's how.
So how many clients do you have altogether?
Alhamdulillah, obviously I've never sort of I've told myself I would never give out that information.
That's it.
I always say, when people ask, I always say alhamdulillah. But where I first started about 8 to 9 months ago to where I am now, it's growing, alhamdulillah, in a very, it's a rapid, to be honest with you, it's been quite rapid recently.
And after this podcast, you're going to be hitting the 1 million mark.
Inshallah, man, that's the goal. Obviously, the goal is not to chase numbers, if I'm honest with you. I'm that sort of coach where I've said no to people as well. Like, the way I take people onto my program is that I take them through a consultation. So unlike as a PT, I won't say to you, right, Bobs, if you're coming to me...
Wait, hang on. This is interesting now. I want to know what kind of a person you've said no to.
All right, so...
And the reason why you've said no to.
Yeah. So...
Sorry, I'm interrupting, right?
Oh,
But as soon as you said that, it took my head straight.
Yeah.
You said no to somebody.
Absolutely. Because with me, end of the day, I value my time. Okay. I don't want someone coming into my program and just giving me half-assed effort and then walking away.
Okay.
With me, I want to bring consistent results. Because the more results I get for people, automatically people are going to come to me word of mouth.
So you say, hang on. So you're saying that if you get the inkling that somebody's being half-assed and they're not getting results, that reflects badly on you, doesn't it?
No, absolutely, it does. And I'll be straight with you. I've actually told people, look, I can't coach you anymore. Here's your last month, and just go find another trainer. And I've actually said that to people because, again, I value my time. Because I work on a one-to-one basis with clients, I'm literally on top of them all the time. So, and it's like I get people as well coming to me. I've had a brother come to me a couple of weeks ago actually saying, brother, I need a fat loss package for 1 month. And he says, what do you mean 1 month? He goes, I want to lose X amount of weight in a month. I says, why a month? So they want that instant gratification. And I'm like, because I only work with people long term, sustainability, longevity, where I can help you achieve your goals, but then sustain that for the rest of your life.
You should have come to me.
That's what I do.
You know, if you came to me, I would have said, yeah, no, really, bro. Train. Test. Deca. No.
Stay away from all that.
Actually, you know what? Let's go over onto that for a second.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to go into this like a bit later on, but since as I've mentioned it, let's talk about it now. We were discussing this earlier as well. People think that it's like some kind of a magic potion.
Yeah. That's it.
Right? You know, you go to the gym for like a couple of weeks, right? I've got my newbie gains or whatever, and I'm talking about the young ones now. I'm talking about the older ones, the young ones. I mean, even the elder people shouldn't take it either, but the young ones who got the newbie gains, you know what? Let's jump on a cycle.
Yeah.
Right. And like, what do you think about that? Like,
personally, I do not recommend it. I don't recommend it. It's like if you want to go into the gym, you want to get into that routine, that consistency. It's like go with a plan. It's like a lot of people have goals. They want a six-pack. They want to build muscle. They want to become a bodybuilder or even a powerlifter, but they don't have a system in place to obviously achieve that. So then their sort of thinking is, right, I want to look like this guy. And I think the influence plays a massive role as well, where if they're hanging about with people where they're talking about trend or talking about steroids, anything like that, one person says, oh, I'm taking it and I've made this much results from it. Another person's going to be intrigued to take it as well. But again, people think it's a magic pill where they take that stuff, they don't train or not push themselves 100%, and or they'll eat shit whatever they want, and they think, yeah man, I'm going to end up with a six-pack, I'm going to end up looking like a bodybuilder and end up on a show. But it's not as easy. It's not easy as that, man. You have to put in the.
I know this. Yeah, I know this guy. He takes it. You know what about? He takes it twice a week. He trains twice a week.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So he takes it twice a week, Monday to Friday.
So basically, jumps himself twice a week.
Yeah. He trains twice a week.
Twice a week, yeah.
Sometimes not probably once a week.
What's his results?
Not very good.
Not very good.
All right, okay.
It just looks how he did a year ago.
Do
Yeah.
you know what's the funny thing is? You just reminded me of this as well. But a month ago, I had someone reach out to me on DM, and he takes steads as well, friend of friend, and he's messaging me saying, brother, I'm struggling to drop body fat, I'm struggling to get in shape, and he's taking this stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, all right, tell me a little bit more about your struggle. What is it exactly you're struggling with? Oh, I'm training, I'm eating, I'm taking this as well, and I'm struggling to lose fat. I'm just thinking, all right, so you're losing this. Sorry, you're using this obviously steroid or whatever it is that you're taking, but then you're approaching me seeking for help. Why not just seek someone in the first place rather than taking that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
And it's costly as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so it's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. And then again, once you're onto it, you're consistently having to take it.
Keep taking it.
Keep taking it. Yeah.
But if you're going to take it, you need to train double the amount, because no point taking it and just sitting on your ass.
Absolutely.
So you need to train. But like people, like I said, he takes it twice a week, half-assed, and just there's no results.
Basically, you know the physique this individual's got, right? I would go as far as saying you could probably attain it like naturally. Absolutely. Yeah. And I know people who have got a lot better physique. You have got better physique.
No, alhamdulillah, man. I've spent years training, years of going through. So I'm not gonna. I have been through like swings and roundabouts and stuff. But again, you got to go through that to like learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then again going for my qualifications as well. Alhamdulillah, that's enhanced my knowledge in fitness, in training, in nutrition, lifestyle, health and well-being. So that's what's allowed me to obviously achieve my physique, but then be able to sustain it. So like for the last year and a half now, I've managed to stay lean all year round. I've had a lot of brothers come up to me in the gym, in the training room, saying, brother, how have you stayed lean all year round? How are you staying lean in winter? And how do you look lean? And it's like, end of the day, when you use a sustainable approach, it's like your results last longer. It's sustainability, that's all it is. People want that instant gratification. They don't want delayed gratification. They want instant fixes, instant results.
You need that consistency as well.
Absolutely.
You need to stay consistent. You can't go like a gym for like 3 months and then don't go for like a month. You know what I mean? You need to be consistently take days off, you know what I mean? Don't really take months off, you know what I mean?
That's it, man.
Like me and him, since we've been going gym, we haven't actually missed a month. We missed about a week. Here and there.
When I went away on holidays.
Yeah, we went on holidays and stuff like that. But apart from that, we haven't actually missed that many days.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? So it's
basically rest and recovery is important.
Yeah, 100%.
It's important. It's like the way I see it: train hard, but you got to recover harder. Because like training in the gym, it stimulates muscle growth.
Yeah.
When you go to the gym, your intention is to build muscle. That's what the gym is there for. To drop body fat and stuff like that, it's not doing endless cardio people do, which Asian people are known for as well. They think, I'm going to go to the gym, smash out cardio, run miles, walk on an incline for 60 minutes, 90
and then go home and have roti salad.
They go home and have roti salad, doner meat and chips, salads, whatever, It don't work like that. And they repeat that cycle. That's the worst bit. They repeat it. And then they're going through this reverse effect where their body's thinking, right, I'm going to the gym, you just put me through a session, now you're feeding me this fucking shit. Your body's thinking, your body's responding to that, thinking, what the fuck is this? And then you're repeating that cycle the next day, the following day, and then you're just going back and forth, and 6 months later, you're in the same boat. A year later, you're in the same boat, And I don't get people's mentality when it comes to stuff like that, man.
It's like, when they say, to get the 6 packs, you need to do this. Or do this exercise. No, you don't. Control what you eat. Control what you eat. Like, literally, I'll tell you something, right? I am doing cardio for a month. Whole month I've done cardio. But I've lost 4 kg without even doing cardio because I'm controlling my food.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Before I went to Spain, I was 103 kg. Now I'm 98. So within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but
90 kg. Because I've been controlling my way I eat.
It's changing your diet.
Changing my diet.
You know what it is? Your diet and your habits.
Your
habits play a massive thing. Like sleeping 7 to 8 hours, drinking enough water. And when I say habits, it's like I use something called a habit tracker in my online coaching app, which a lot of personal trainers, coaches don't do as well. So I set them like little to-do lists for them to tick off on a day, read for 20 minutes, meditate for 5 minutes. You know, some people will write down their bad habits where spend too much time on the phone. Alright, have a detox an hour before you go to bed. All that kind of stuff I write down for them as well, for them to tick off. So not a lot of coaches do that, but I do that.
That's very clever.
I'm big on that because a lot of people, like, I get clients, obviously no names mentioned, but I've had clients come to me where, and I say to them, I says, openly tell me your bad habits, right? They spend a lot of time on the phones, they don't make their bed in the morning. That's a big thing. If you wake up and you can't make your bed in the morning, what makes you think you can still be consistent with your training, with your nutrition, anything else? Like, it's the little things like that. You stay consistent, make your bed, you know, keep it clean, keep yourself presentable, shower daily, you know, wear nice perfume, get a haircut regularly, you know, make yourself presentable. If you can maintain them things, which are like the box standard basics, then you're going to be able to nail your nutrition, your training, your job, your education, any other aspects in life. But that's the thing, people can't even do them basics. And you go to somebody's house now, I've seen it myself, it's a mess, it's a tip. And then they're talking about, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. It's like, brother, go sort your fucking house out first. Understand? It don't make sense.
It's like if you can't sort your room out,
exactly.
You can't sort your life out.
You can't sort your life out, exactly.
You know, you be stuck.
And that's a basic.
That's basic.
And obviously your body, I'm sorry, it's not a basic. It's like, you know, maintaining like a certain percent body fat throughout the year, having a good physique or whatever. You know, that takes time and effort.
Absolutely.
But guess what doesn't take time and effort? Looking presentable, taking pride in your appearance.
Yeah, man.
Right? Doing your bed, like I said, right? Cleaning up after yourself or whatever. That is like a very minute thing. Deal with that first. And then come to me and say, right, listen, I want a good physique now. So you got a very good point there. You know, like if you can, you have to work, you have to build up towards it.
Definitely. And that's why I have this habit tracker on my app. So you know, when they like join the program, they fill out a questionnaire. One of the questions asks them, what are your bad habits? Tell me all your bad habits. whether it's fizzy drinks, whether you don't make your bed, whether you spend your time on your phone before you go to sleep, whatever it is, then we always
people quite honest on that, I think.
No, absolutely, man. Obviously, when you build that trust and relationship over the call, and again, I always say this as well: the more you give me, the more I can simply give back. Anyone, you know, there's a lot of good coaches out there, but there's some people that join coaches or PTs and don't make results because of the effort from the client, not from the coach. Some client will just go put in half-ass effort and then think, why am I not seeing results? So sometimes it's not even about the coaching. Don't get me wrong, there's bad coaches and PTs out there, but even the good ones, I've seen so many clients, I've seen people come to me saying, I used to get coached by this person, and I said to them, that person's a good coach. How come you've left him when you've not seen any results? Oh, he told me to do this, told me to do that, couldn't stick to it, you know, tried it but it didn't work. And I says, who's the problem, the coach or you? And people don't realise that. So
you need to make a change in yourself first.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, then you get the help on the plate for you, but then if you're not gonna work upon it, then it's not work for you.
That's it. You know? Exactly. It's like, and with Asian people especially, the problem is they want to be spoon fed. They want their hand held. They don't want to actually. It's like you can give them the blueprint. You can give them the resources of getting from A to B if they just stick to it.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just want someone to hold their hand literally from point A to point B, and just throughout the journey. That's what they want. And where are you going to get to in life if you're going to have your hand held?
No, you have to literally it's just like partially. There's so much motivation you can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? You know, at the end of the day, your client's gonna have to lift the weight.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
And they need to want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? If they don't want to do it, and they just, I mean, like I said, you could only motivate them to a certain extent.
That's the beauty of it as well. That since you mentioned that, because with what I do as well is, when a client comes over to me, my service is basically tailored to a client's lifestyle. So I get loads of lists from clients like Asif, who owns a podcast and he owns a recruitment agency. Got another client, Ismail, owns several pharmacies. Another client who's a full-time teacher in Qatar. Another one who's a police officer as well. So I get different clients from different, walks of life. But again, just comes down to how much time they can give to the gym, nutrition, habits. I cater all that to them. So some clients will train 3 times a week. Some will train 5. Some will train 4. But again, as long as they follow what I've set for them, calories are obviously adjusted to the macros and depending on how active they are throughout the week as well. As long as they stick to that, every single one of them see results. And obviously that's reflected on my social media, posting results every day of my clients as well. So yeah, man, that's why with online coaching I can tailor it more to the individual. Whereas face-to-face PT, you can't do that. It's just someone saying, right, this is my goal. Right, okay, let's take it through a couple of sessions.
That's really good, obviously, because like I said, you kind of customize. It's not like a blanket thing.
It's not a blanket.
It's like, because I've seen this as well, where people just copy and paste it like a diet plan. I'm sure you've heard of it as well.
I know a lot of coaches that do that.
They're like, so you can have somebody who weighs like 95 kg, right, trying to lose weight, same diet plan for that guy, and then you got somebody like me who weighs about 62 kg, who's trying to bulk up now, for example, even though I'm not, but like, let's say if I was, and the same diet plan's in for him. And it's like,
I've seen that.
I'm sure you've seen that as well.
I've seen that.
But like I said, you get your good apples and you get your bad apples as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Apples and everything. But I just wanted to come back to the steroid thing, I want to talk about that. Like, do you think, and once again we spoke about this as well, do you think that it's the reason why a lot of these youngsters are taking them nowadays is because of like peer pressure or pressure from social media?
Definitely.
I think it is.
I personally think it is. Again, they want that instant gratification. That social media is a highlight reel. Whether they see on social media, I want to look like that person, I want to look like that. The moment they hear about steroids, they know it's that shortcut, it's that instant gratification of getting them there.
And also, Bilal, these big influencers, right? I think some of them have come out, saying that they are on it, right? Some of them haven't. But like, if you've got 2 brain cells, you can look at somebody's physique and you can basically tell
straight away.
What you can tell, So I think, I don't know how to avoid this, man. I don't know how the users can avoid it.
Do you know what it is? Most important thing, 2 things actually. Change your friends and change your environment. If you can change them 2 things, your life will massively take a turn. Massively. Because again, the people you hang about with, if you've got people telling you, do this and do that, take this and take that, things that you shouldn't be doing or shouldn't be taking.
No, but I'm not talking about people that you're hanging about with. I'm talking about somebody that look up to. For example, let's say somebody looks up to Chris Bumstead.
All right, influencers.
Right? They look at Chris Bum, yeah. He's a professional bodybuilder, and there's a young lad, okay, and obviously they see him on the stage, yeah. They don't realize the fact that this guy's a professional bodybuilder and he has to take something to be on that stage. They look at this person, they're like, I would look like him, right? And then, you know, obviously social media, they then promote that this is the icon of a person.
Yeah.
You need to follow this. So I don't know how he's supposed to, like, you know, manage. How is a youngster supposed to manage that? I don't know. I actually don't know the answer.
First is write down your goals, because obviously people like them guys, their goal is to become a bodybuilder professionally, to go onto stage, to compete. Hence why they've gone down that route.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go down that route, that's absolutely fine. You know, yes, you may need to take that and go down that route. But if you're not wanting to become that bodybuilder or go into powerlifting or, you know, compete, just don't take it. Just avoid it. It just comes down to your plans, doesn't it? So that's what it is. Simply, it's just that.
Can we be a little controversial as well?
Go for it.
Why is also, so, you know, obviously I'm looking at both sides of the spectrum over there, yeah? So they show like a person like Chris Bumstead as being like this icon of a man, right? Which, let's be honest, has got an amazing fucking physique. When you think about like one of the best physiques in the world, flipping hell. But then at the same time, social media also, I would say, promotes and celebrates being obese, or maybe being out of shape and fat.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I think social media, you know what it is? Social media is a highlight reel, like it says, and the fact that an average man now is out of shape and, you know, is a fat slob, you know, they don't want to eat right, they don't want to go to the gym, and society accepts that and looks up to that. It's why, you know, the youngsters especially are getting influenced by that. And then you've got, obviously, you know, Chris Bum and all these other massive influencers, they're on their whatever journey to, you know, becoming a bodybuilder, competing, whatever. But again, you know, let's take out the steroids, you know, let's take that out of the equation. The effort and graft that goes into what they're doing is what a lot of people don't see. You know, going to the gym consistently, nutrition, being on point, you know, the moments where they're in their darkest moments, but they still get up and they still, you know, do what they do to get to where they want to be. But again, social media, for some reason, especially this westernized, you know, society, it's like it's taken a massive turn. They just want to promote the opposite of being successful, being fat. You know, another topic that we discussed.
I don't think you call them fat nowadays. I think you call them something challenged. I can't remember the term. There's a specific term.
Physically challenged?
It's not physically challenged, no, because there is some kind of a political term. But like, I agree. It's this. Look, the way I look at it is I'm an advocate of healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely.
Longevity, okay? I don't think that, and they celebrate the fact that somebody's big and fat, okay? There's that model, I don't know her name, man, but she's a very famous model. Piers Morgan kind of went in on it a little bit, right? And she is really big, and she's celebrated, okay? What are you celebrating?
Well, I'm fat.
Yeah.
No, she's morbidly obese, okay? And she's in bad health.
Right.
Okay, fine. Don't take mick out or whatever, yeah? You know what I mean? That she's fat or whatever. But she's going to kill herself.
Yeah.
This is an alarming thing. And people are looking at you and, you know, you're going to die an early... Did you want to die early? I don't get it. So I think what should be promoted is healthy lifestyle. Okay?
Absolutely.
Balanced diet.
Yeah.
Okay?
And do you know what? Saying that, I think because one of my clients, like I said, he owns several pharmacies as well. Okay. So he was talking to me about these weight loss injections that they're now starting to introduce, and he's actually got hold of some already. And he was telling me, he goes, Bilal, the amount of demand that people are wanting for these weight loss injections, I keep selling them out.
Oh, you know what? I've heard of these. In fact, you know what?
Give me some, man.
No. Give me some. In fact, you know what? I know somebody. I know some.
Insulin ones or something.
No. Yeah. I know somebody. It's a big craze at the moment. Yeah. I know somebody who's going to be taking them soon, and she's going to be on the podcast after she's taking them. I'm not going to mention the name of what it is, right? Yeah. And she's going to come on the podcast, and she's going to document her journey.
Yeah.
And she's going to come on the podcast afterwards. But if you type, I can't remember what the joke is called, but if you type it in TikTok, whatever, it comes up. It comes up exactly what it is. But that's you're right. Once again, easy fix,
and that's what it is. I know another client that used to take that, not a client actually, it was someone that I spoke to that was going to be a client, But then she told me about all this sort of stuff. She heard about my program, and then it just came down to her, not being able
to too much effort.
afford it and stuff, and effort as well. Yeah. So she was telling me she took injections, and what she was on, basically, she wasn't allowed to. Well, it restricted her from having food, and there was moments where she couldn't even drink water, and she went through such a phase where it just wasn't sustainable. And then next thing
you know, drink food or water, you're gonna lose weight anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So then this injection is supposed to spike up your metabolism and really burn them fat cells, and it was just something that she was taking. She paid quite a lot of money for it as well. And then 2 weeks later, she goes, I couldn't do it anymore. I've had to come off it. I'm back to square one.
Sounds like growth to me.
I don't even know what it is, but that's her story of it. And it's like, do you know what it is? Like with injections, you know what it is? You can't buy a good physique. You cannot buy a good physique. You can buy anything in the world.
I'll disagree with that. I was Liver King.
Well,
the Liver King.
That
guy spent about $15,000 a month on gear. Right? Have you seen that guy, man?
Yeah, no, I've not seen him.
You're a Liver King?
No, I'm not a Liver King. Who's that?
Liver King.
The guy with the beard, he's always eating like liver and like raw meat and stuff.
You've never heard of Liver King?
You've never seen him?
No.
Aiden,
show him Liver King.
Aiden.
Show him Liver King.
You have never heard of Liver King? So check this out, right? So everybody knows about this. No, just show his physique, what his physique looks like. Not him, that's his son.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy, yeah. So this guy, let's get rid of it, yeah. So this guy, amazing physique, right? Abs, everything, right? So for the longest time, he was like, live the ancestral diet, right? Eat raw liver and everything, right? And been on so many podcasts, very famous guy, multi-millionaire guy. No, natural is the way. Natural is the way. I'll never touch steroids. And guess what? He got caught out, didn't he? And then he came out on a public, in public, and he goes, yes, guys, I am on steroids. I've taken steroids, and I've been taking them for a long time. So he was apparently natural.
All right, okay.
Right? Everybody knew he wasn't natural.
Yeah. You like you said, when you look at someone, you straight can tell.
Yeah, Joe Rogan will take a piss out of him as well.
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Because, come on, man, because you know what percent you have to be in the world to have a physique like that at his age.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
But yeah, sorry, we're talking about the injections. So that's like the craze of the moment.
Yeah. That's it, man. It's just a big thing now. And again, one of my clients was telling me, he goes, the amount of demand, people are coming in just wanting these.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? You can take injections, you can take tablets, whatever that you think is going to target weight loss, fat loss, whatever you call it. Again, like I was saying, you can't buy a good physique. And if you take this sort of stuff, what are you learning? What have you learned? You might lose weight, but have you learned consistency? Have you learned discipline? Have you learned delayed gratification? Have you learned how to develop sustainable good habits? You've learned absolutely nothing. So now when you lose this weight, you're going to simply just gain it back on, then what? So that's what they don't understand. And
it's like you haven't earned it.
And you haven't earned it, yeah. Exactly. It's like, when you're working and stuff and you treat yourself to something, or you buy your own car, or you buy your own sort of luxury, that feeling that you've earned that, you've bought that, it's a different feeling.
You worked hard for it.
You've worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? The gym is like living life as well. Living life is like going to the gym. You go to the gym, there's some weeks, months where you're consistent and you don't see progress. 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks into it, you might see a little vein pop out. You might see your waist, going in a little bit. Those are the small wins. But again, you both can be on a 12-week plan. 6 weeks into it, you might see progress, you might not. But again, it's about trusting the process and just moving forward. You're sticking to that plan. And then again, obviously, the end result is going to come. You got to be consistent day in and day out. That's the most important thing. No shortcuts, no quick fixes. No short-term satisfaction, no fucking injections,
no injections,
like that. So
no growth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take growth.
Growth. Yeah, I might take it later in the future. I'm about.
Don't need that, man. It's all natural, man.
No, it's all natural, man.
But also when you talk about some of these social media gals, yeah. So the ones that scrolling sometimes, and I see they're sticking an arse on stuff and all that stuff, these the gym girls, and they don't go gym that much,
No, they don't.
But they actually own them injections.
Really?
Yeah. So some of these girls actually openly admit it, and they own these injections, and then obviously they're showing
the abs and glutes and stuff
what kind
like
of physique and they got.
Yeah,
so it does work, right? It does work, but I want to talk about these girls and the message that they're portraying to girls out there.
All right, okay.
I think it's a negative message.
No, definitely,
right.
Definitely. Especially, like I said, if your long-term goal is to not go into competing or bodybuilding or anything like that, I don't see the point in taking that stuff.
Yeah, taking that kind of stuff.
And like as a girl, especially, man, no, I don't know many females that are on that stuff. I mean, actually, I do.
Yeah. Have you got many female clients?
I've only got a few.
Yeah.
I mainly work with males.
Yeah.
But obviously, the female ones have reached out to me before, and I've just sort of taken them on. But they're like discreet. I don't post their sort of results or transformations or anything like that, just for obviously, you know, religious purposes and stuff. If any girls inquire, they should message me privately. But I advertise working with men.
So what would you say about, you know, like with the people that approach you, yeah, is it more about fat loss, or is it more to do with building muscle?
Obviously, I specialise in people that are wanting to lose fat, but then I help them develop a lean physique and be able to sustain that for the rest of their lives. That's the thing. I don't want people coming to me and then going to another coach. If they come to me, I guarantee them results as long as they follow the blueprint that I give. And when they hit that end goal, they've sustained it for life.
Do you think you'd be able to coach somebody who would like to become like a bodybuilder?
A bodybuilder, do you know what? Absolutely.
Obviously, like a natural bodybuilder, yeah. Because the thing is, I know that you don't obviously have much knowledge about steroids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can't obviously guide them in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of somebody who wants to be a natural bodybuilder, okay, obviously not a bodybuilder, but like, you know, like men's physique, you know, these categories.
Yeah, definitely.
So they call it men's physique.
Men's physique, yeah.
And stuff like that, right? You know, but like a lot bigger than you.
Yeah,
right? A lot more ripped. So would you be able to get them
to that? Yeah, absolutely. Again, nutrition, training, habits and lifestyle. If you can master them, again, making sure that the calories are tailored to their goals. Most important thing, training is also tailored to their goals. And absolutely, man can get them to their goal. I've worked with clients that have wanted to gain weight as well. So I've worked with that sort of client.
Have you got clients who've got a better physique than yours?
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's another argument of mine here, and I've had this. Somebody said this to me. You'll probably know who, right? Quite a big guy, very good physique, amazing physique, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I will never get training from somebody who's smaller than me.
All right, okay.
He goes, I will never get trained. He goes, because I look at that person, I think that's been a bit judgmental. Because then I think of it and I think like what's it called? Like, you know, these boxers, right? Khabib.
Yeah.
Okay. He got trained by his dad, and by the other guy, the Javier, whatever, right? He ain't got a good physique.
He ain't got good physique, yeah. It's all knowledge.
It's knowledge, isn't it?
That's ego talking as well.
And you got Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What was it? Kuss, whatever. Kuss Damal, whatever. I can't remember the guy's name. But like an old guy.
Yeah.
Right. He's not a boxer. You know what I mean? But he's a coach and he's got the wisdom.
He's got the wisdom, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So I don't think similarly with you. It's not necessary that you have an amazing physique.
Yeah.
Right. It's necessary that you have the knowledge to be able to, you know, achieve a great physique.
Yeah. I think what's important as well is the experience as well.
Yeah.
Like, so all these boxing coaches and stuff like that, they've obviously got a background and an experience which has got them to where they are. So it's like bodybuilding as well, like C-Bum and other sort of bodybuilders, they've all got a coach and they've all at some point in their life have competed or got some sort of background or history. So like with myself again, I've been through that sort of roller coaster with experiences, training, boxing, lifting.
Have you had coaches as well?
So I've had coaches, I've had mentors as well. Till this day, I still have a mentor.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Believe it or not, because at the end of the day, accountability takes you a long way.
Yeah.
Accountability is someone that can hold you accountable. And my coach is obviously relating to my business, but then again, helping me coach efficiently and effectively as well.
Because Bilal, you can never stop learning.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Life is all about learning.
I'm guessing that, you know, your mentor, the person that you speak to, they've got more knowledge than they're older than you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so exactly.
But then there's a few people that are same age as me, some people that are younger. Again, what people don't understand is everyone has their own sort of experiences.
Yeah.
So like someone like myself, I'm 23, I'm 24. Yeah. So like obviously, so I've met, you know, people that are older than me and have said to me, fucking hell, you're really mature for your age. And you know, they've learnt a lot of myself as well. Because again, everyone has got their own sort of experiences in life. So
but I think, you know, like as soon as you step in a gym, you should be humble, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I think anybody that goes in with the mentality that, you know, age brings you wisdom, I disagree with that.
No, I disagree with
or
that
knowledge.
as
Like I'm 37, right, and I've been training all my life on and off. However, I would be more than happy if you gave me training. I would listen to you because, for fuck's sake, man, you've got a flipping qualification in the thing. I don't have a qualification, right? You've now devoted your life to do this.
Absolutely.
Right? So you've got all this knowledge, right? And I need to respect that knowledge.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? If I'm going to start acting like hang on a second, I'm 37,
Yeah.
this guy's 24, I'm older,
I
I've been
don't need
training
to
for
learn
longer, right? You know, and and literally when you were I was almost in the nappies, I was probably doing chin-ups and I was doing press-ups, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I've got more knowledge than you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Again, it's the path that I've gone down as well.
Exactly.
Like I says, like he says, I've dedicated myself
Yeah.
to fitness and nutrition, and I teach it for a living as well.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. And I think it's ego as well, innit? You know, a lot of people have ego where, I don't need to know anything, I'll do it my way.
Absolutely,
Do you know, I don't need to approach this person, you know, I'll do it myself, figure it out. It's like, I've seen people myself, they're consistent. You know what? People have got dedication where they go to the gym, but they'll go to the gym, they're either, you know, working on that jaw muscle and they're always just yapping away, or they're just like
Training
going
the jaw,
there.
that's
That's it, man.
Training.
They come out that gym with a pump on the jaw.
We've got
You know,
3,000.
jaws are looking this. Jaws are like out here, but the physique is still the same. And then you know what? A year later, you see them same people that have been going to the gym consistently, but they look the same. No transformation, no nothing. Why? Because they go to the gym, but they're not doing the right things, the right sort of training.
You also
the right
when
sort
you're
of
asking people in
mindset.
the gym for 3 years, it's still same physique.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Honestly,
Give me an
I'm
example,
actually
bro.
being serious.
Yeah.
I've even seen that. But have you ever actually had like an arrogant, I won't say a client, but like an arrogant like person who comes and talks to you?
Do you know what it is? Clients I haven't know.
Yeah.
In terms of people that have inquired about my coaching, yes, because like I says, I say no to a lot of
That's
people.
what I meant. The people that inquired
So
about coaching.
absolutely, yeah. And those are the sort of people I don't take on, because I always think long term. If I'm going to take this person on, how is my relationship going to be with this guy during the time that he's in my coaching program?
How do you let him
He's
down?
gonna bring
How do you
me-
let him
he's
down?
going to bring me more headache. I just avoid that. Says, look, brother, I can't help you. Just go find another coach.
Just like an
I just avoid the conversation. I don't want to sort of beat around the bush, because straight away when I know a person's intention, when they sort of ask me that question or how they come across, I know straight away what they're like.
Yeah.
Whether they want that instant fix, or whether, you know, like he says, the arrogant person or whatever. But again, I only work with people long term, so I have that relationship with them. You know, people that are willing to put in the work. And honestly, every single client of mine in my program, they perform. They walk out of that program thinking, well, a massive good transformation.
So it seems like to me that, you know, like when you attach yourself, or when somebody takes you on as a coach, right, you kind of become like almost like a family member.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I treat every single client like my own as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, the onboarding process. Again, it's that conversation, then the phone call. The phone call is always the consultation where I find out, where I peel through their skin and find out exactly what they want, what they're like, and whether they're willing to be cooperative and to work hard. And then I'll then qualify them. Right, if this person's good to work with, I'll take them on. Because it's quality over quantity. I don't chase numbers, because that quality, again, it's less hassle for you as a coach to work with people who are going to give that 100% than you just chasing numbers, and then you're having people giving half-ass effort, or people, oh brother, I want my refund, you know, I only train for a week, or I only train 2 weeks.
I've had that as well, by the way, refund.
I've had a few occasions with that as well. That was very when I first started,
Yeah.
and that's when, again, you know, when you start your business and you sort of go along through your business, you make changes throughout your business, don't you? You know, go through experiences, and then you sort of adapt your coaching.
Sort of learning curve,
So
innit?
absolutely,
Trial
and
and
now
error.
alhamdulillah, it's come to a point where I know, you know, I have a system in place in terms of taking people on. So that's how it is, man. Obviously in the beginning it was a bit different, obviously when you're first starting.
Well, I'm trying to think, for the lack of a better word here, you were like desperate. You just wanted to get yourself out there.
Yeah, I know.
Right? and just,
Yeah,
just take anybody on.
That's
If
it.
they're going to give you a bit of shit, fuck it,
Yeah,
take it.
that's it,
Right?
that's it.
You know,
Yeah,
but now
definitely.
you're at a point where you're
Definitely.
established,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, and you can be a bit choosy.
Yeah,
Be a bit
definitely, absolutely. Because again, quality over quantity, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I go for. When I first started, again, like I was telling you, I took people on for free.
Yeah.
I coached them for free for the testimonials. Then yes,
You were doing that now, mate.
No, I'm not doing that now. No, but obviously, obviously, there's an exception again if it's like a collaboration or something with somebody, and in return, they
If it
sort of-
benefits both parties, yeah.
definitely, then
Yeah.
that's something I would
Yeah.
consider. But yeah, back in the beginning, again, it's when the inquiries started coming in, I didn't know much about people, and I didn't sort of have that experience of the online coaching. Once I sort of met people from different walks of life, took them on coaching, been through them experiences, then again you adapt, don't you? You adapt like your onboarding processes and your systems and stuff like that. Alhamdulillah, yeah, man, it's come to a point now where, again, do you know, I always think about myself, you know, my time and my effort. Do you know, the people that I'm working with now, honestly, they're committed, dedicated. You know, they're doing what they're doing. They'll reach out to me when they need to.
Who would you say? This is another controversial one. Yeah. Who did you say? Who says more dedicated, Asians or white people?
I'd say they're westernized people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're a lot more committed.
They're a lot more committed than our Asian community. I think Asian community, the problem is that they want that instant fix. It's like they'll go to the gym 2-3 weeks, you know, following the training, nutrition, and then they're like, why am I not seeing results? Like, what's happening? Why am I gaining weight? Why have I not lost weight? And I get this so many times with my clients. I always reassure them where it's always about the scales. You know, why haven't I dropped the scales? Why is the scales remain the same? What's happening?
So what is the reason behind that is?
Do you know what it is? When it comes to your body, it's never about the scales.
I'm asking that regarding like
the mentality side
of things. Of a person who's like an English person and like an Asian person.
I think it's down to the upbringing.
You think so?
Definitely the upbringing. You know, being in that Asian household, what parents are like as well.
Yeah.
You know, always playing it safe sort of thing. So like, you know, the kids reflect on that as well. Unless, you know, your parents are a businessman and he's telling you take risks, trust the process, stuff like that. I mean, it's just down to.
So the English people, they realise it's a long game.
It's a long game, absolutely, and hence why, like, you know, the English people, you know, most of them, like, that are onto programs or whatever, they're like successful, they're smashing it in that out there in the industry, whatever it's in. It's like yes, mashallah, yes, there's Asian people out there successful, you know, being different, going down that route, but it's the majority that our Asian community is known for, like, just instant fix. That's what they want.
I think I agree with you. I think it is a lot on upbringing, and it could be various reasons. You know, just
definitely.
Overall, I think it's the Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, just, you know, that Southeast Asian. That culture. Yeah, it's a very impatient culture.
Yeah,
right. They're very impatient people. Whereas I've noticed, like, with the English people, or you can call it the Western world, they know that. You know, like, quality takes time, okay, and you have to be patient with this kind of thing. So I agree with you. I think
I think it could be like acceptance as well, more than anything. You know, people we want people to accept you quickly. You know, for example, you might be fat or something, right? You might have like me, yeah.
Hang on, you're going down a different route over here.
No,
I like it.
No, but like, you know, like, I think it's more like, you know, like.
Well, is it like a white privilege?
No. It's not even white privilege. It's like, it's our own people, like our Asians, like our Pakistanis. For example, sometimes I used to get bullied for my weight. Oh, you're a fat bastard. Oh, you're fat this, whatever. I think people want a quick fix is to be accepted. If you know what I mean? To feel accepted by
because of them comments and that. It's like, you want to do something quickly
to show people I can do something quickly. Yeah. I think that's why it's more than anything. Yeah, because. Initially, when I first started gym, I did it for that reason. But now, I don't look at that anymore. I don't give a shit. I just do it for myself because I look at my results in the mirror. I think, I'm looking good now. You know what I mean? And those same comments don't come back anymore because I'm doing better than them.
Yeah,
definitely, you get me? Definitely. So I think that's what it is initially. It's a mindset that, you know, our Asian mindset is. You know, people don't look at themselves, they look at the people.
Also, let me tell you another thing, right? You know, with Asians, right? The worst thing about Asian people, they love putting people down.
Yeah,
definitely.
Right.
You even get that in your own family members as
well. 100%, right? Whereas, you know, I've noticed, you know, like with the English people, you know, of course, I'm not saying it doesn't happen amongst the English community, but they kind of just get on with it.
Right? Absolutely.
It's like they can't be asked with the drama. They can't be like, they won't go out of the way to, you know, like give like a hateful comment to someone.
Yeah.
Whereas with Asians, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like it's like an inferiority complex. Like they feel inferior to you, so they have to say something. Right.
I think, do you know what it is? It's
and I know, by the way, that I'm an Asian and I'm putting us under the bus over here.
No, but it's the truth though.
No, but it's true. I think it's good to put this out there as well because it sort of gives other people that sort of reality check.
Aiden behind the camera saying it's so true though.
He's laughing it off on that.
He's loving this conversation.
He's loving it. But I think it's about priorities as well. So, like, you know, you get a lot of Asian people where they're spending money on food, they're going out, clubbing, drinking, restaurants, whatever. But when it comes to something like investing into a coach or a mentor or a business, anything like that, whether it's 50 quid, 100 quid, oh, that's a bit expensive.
I cannot agree with you. I cannot agree with you.
Understand?
I can't.
But when it comes to the westernized community, they don't give a shit. As long as it benefits them, they'll do what it takes to be part of that program, have a mentor, have a coach, do what it takes to become that version, that better version of themselves. And you know what? They're very, very, what's the word, cautious of the spending and the expenditure. Like, you don't see, you know, English people going out regularly eating takeaways and junk food like us Asian people do. Why is Bradford every day so busy? Like, these takeaways are so busy, because that's all we do. All these Asian people do is eat shit. These guys, no, don't get me wrong, they actually have a day where they go off track with food, and the rest of the week they're consistent, and that they actually raise the kids the same way.
So they actually have like what is called a cheat day.
Oh, that's curry day,
cheat meal, whatever you call it.
Like us, like every day.
Let's have a curry night tonight.
Let's have a curry. Let's have a takeaway. Let's have a salad. Let's have a burger. You know, every day is something.
Asians,
But the thing is, they don't realize the amount of money they're spending. The amount of money they're spending is unbelievable. But when it comes to, like I says, investing into a coach or into anything that's going to benefit their future, that's a bit expensive, man. What if I lose my money? What if it doesn't work out for me? But then they don't switch their thinking to, what if it does work out for you? What then happens? It's always that negative thinking. They keep, you know, consuming that negative energy, and it reflects on their attitude. And that's why, again, like people in the gym that go to the gym 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and they still stay the same, they'll always stay the same because they don't, you know, move forward in life.
So
take risks in it.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is that basically, the mentality of English people is far better. And also, sorry guys, but Bilal prefers his white clients.
No, but I'll be honest with you, I work with Asian people. I work with Asian people. All my clients, they're all Muslims, alhamdulillah, and that's the whole point of this, because I'm trying to, you know, look for people, like, switch that thinking from, you know, where I've had clients where they've been in that sort of mentality in a household, you know, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, not being able to get out, that sort of mentality of parents controlling their life, you know, nutrition being shit, not being able to train. Alhamdulillah, every single one of them they've turned that, they've flipped that switch, and they've become a completely better version of themselves. Some clients have come to me, they don't know how to cook. You know, I'm always eating roti salad, and I'm always eating what my parents make me. As soon as I design them a nutrition plan, you know, with ingredients and step-by-step, you know, procedures, they learn to cook, they make their own foods, and they're absolutely killing it. You just got to start off somewhere, that's the thing. And if you want to be different, you got to do different. Like, you have, especially in an Asian household, and I'm speaking from experience, you got to learn to take control of your own life. Because I think what it is with Asian parents, they've got this life planned out for their kids already. My kid's going to go through uni, my kid's going to get married at this age, he's going to get married to my cousin, or whatever you call it.
You know something, so that goes back into what you were saying about the Asian people that want to be spoon-fed everything. Because Asian parents, more often than not, they mollycoddle their kids.
Definitely.
Right? Like, the mom takes care of this and that, whatever. And then when they then come to you for training, and then they expect you to basically do everything for them. It's like, I'm not your fucking mum.
You know? And then I get a lot of them as well where they have to consult their parents. Believe it or not, I spoke to, this was about a month ago.
Because obviously their dad knows more than you about training.
Exactly.
They've got PhD.
Now listen to this. A month ago, I spoke to a client. He's from Birmingham, 25-year-old lad, and I spoke to him on the phone. He wanted to join my program and everything. At the end of the call, he says to me, "I need to speak to my mum." 25-year-old, he has to speak to his mum.
Well, she Miss Olympia.
I don't know whether he wanted to join the coaching program or not. And when this guy was on the call telling me he's a beast, he feels like shit, you know, he works a 9 to 5, he's got...
How old is this guy, by the way?
He's 25, he's on the verge of getting diabetes, you know, high cholesterol level. He's telling me all this shit, telling me he needs to make a change. At the end, after telling him the investment, I need to go speak to my mum. And obviously, you know what the answer of that is going to be.
Yes.
Ask every Asian parent for you. The moment you approach an Asian parent, they're going to say, "No, Putter, you don't need to put that money into that. Go put it into something else, or go do something else." And then that's the way I see it. Is that
I'll make some more roti salad, come on.
Go have roti salad and that's it, man. You don't need to put it into your health, it's fine, man.
You know what, this is really bad, and I'm sorry, I also don't know this guy, this brother. But your mum is the reason why you're going through all of this. Right? You know, if your parents implemented a better lifestyle at home, you wouldn't be in this situation today. You wouldn't be on the verge of diabetes at the age of 25.
25 25 and he's still asking his mum for permission. I do understand, like, when it comes to parents, you tell them things. Yeah, yes, you give them respect and gratitude.
No, but you ask for permission about. You might ask for permission about you to get married to something, right? You know, because obviously with the Asian families and you know, exactly. Like you might want to get your blessing off your mum, whatever. Yeah, I don't need my blessing to go join join the coaching plan.
Join the coaching plan, exactly. Yeah. So that's I found that it didn't add up to me. That was just very, very weird. But then again, it just comes down to obviously Asian parents, innit? So, and that's the thing, like, a lot of Asian parents don't realise that the kid's in that position, like you said, because of the parents. And it's like if his mum had faith in him, thinking that, right, this guy, he's going to join this coaching program, I want my son to become better. He's going to go through this, he's going to become healthier, fitter, you know, he's going to, you know, like I said, he's on the verge of getting diabetes, that's going to reduce whatever. If his parents, you know, thought of it like that, they would have said, right, go do it.
So like you said, upbringing is the main thing.
Upbringing, massive.
Because I remember when I was younger, I was very skinny, very lean, very athletic. And my dad, you know, God rest his soul, the only thing he used to always say to me is, put to sports. And then sometimes, you know, when I got a bit older, when I got to like about 22, 23, let's say, because I speak Urdu at home, right? Obviously I can speak Punjabi as well. And he'll say, you know, beta, he goes, your stomach, he goes, it's a little bit
out there.
I'm like, serious, Dad? It wasn't like that much. He goes, he goes, you know, you try working on the abs again, yeah? I'll be like, flipping out, Dad, I need to do it, But see, this is like the upbringing now. You know, it's not fat shaming, man. There's a way of saying it. He goes, you know, son, he goes, and they always say to me that if your stomach's in, he goes, that's the beauty of a man. He goes, you know, when your chest is out, and he goes, your stomach's in, right? He goes, your posture's better as well. Right? So I learned these things from parents. So it depends on your parents as well. Absolutely. And your upbringing, like you said. Now, obviously, that lad, I think that's very poor upbringing.
No, that's definitely, and like you said, being in good shape, your posture's better, you can speak better, you move better.
Confidence as well,
your confidence is there, like, there's so many advantages of that. But what people don't realise is that when you go to the gym and stuff, when you get into that shape, you develop consistency, patience, focus, discipline, delayed gratification. Those aspects you develop, you transfer into other endeavours of life as well.
Absolutely.
Your job, your family, how you speak to your missus, how you speak to your parents, how you speak to your siblings. And again, people don't realise this.
And you know something, I'm going to split the audience here, into two. But I would 100% say, and you can, people can say whatever they want, right? They're going to say, oh no, you might be wrong in saying this. You go for a job, fat obese person, morbidly obese, over 20 stone, okay? Then you got a person who walks in, who's got an amazing physique. Okay. Oh, not even amazing. Let's say they got, you know, they're a normal, slim, athletic person. Right. Come on. You know who's going to get the job.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm sorry, but this is how society is at the moment. Right. And I think we should aspire to, you know, be as fit and healthy as we can.
No, I respect a person that's in good shape. Because I know what that person has gone through to get to that shape, to get to that stage. Whereas you look at a guy that's out of shape, he's got no motivation, he speaks like a dickhead as well. Straight up, honestly, so many people that are out of shape are the ones that are less jolly, more moody, more arrogant as well.
But you know also, Bilal, and I know a lot of people might say this in the comments, oh, what if somebody's got like a disease? But listen, that's the exception.
That's
Okay? Of course, there's people with the exception. But you know, more often than not, if you are morbidly obese, it's because you're lazy.
Definitely. And that's where you get the diseases from, just by being out of shape as well.
No, but you know, you get these like these what is it, thyroid problems and...
But do you know what it is? There's many people with diseases and problems as well. It's the effort though. Are you willing to still go out of your way and make that change? Or do you want to just live the rest of your life telling yourself, oh, I've got this disease, I don't need to go train, I don't need to eat right?
Can't diabetes be reversed apparently if you...
I've known so many people that have got rid of diabetes. One of my clients actually has diabetes, and it's a female as well. And bless her, she's 44 years old. In the last 12 and a half weeks, she's lost just under 2 stones.
That's amazing.
And we're doing this sustainably as well. To say she's diabetic, to say she works night shifts as a support worker as well. So she's doing...
It's only one kind of diabetes.
Only one kind of diabetes?
I think it's...
You've got type 1 and type 2. So...
Type 1 thing.
Yeah, but still, come on, man. Like, you know, there's a lot of people with type 1 diabetes and you just sit there thinking, oh, I can't do anything now.
No, that's exactly that. I know so many people that
if you change your lifestyle...
If you change your lifestyle completely, again, diabetes is your insulin, which plays a massive role. Again, cut out your sugar, start moving more, eat less, but eat good food, lean proteins, healthy fats, complex carbs, fibre, water, sleep. If you can master all that, and do it consistently day in and day out, I'm telling you now, guaranteed that diabetes it won't even exist.
Well, I was watching a podcast on Joe Rogan. I can't remember the guy's name now, but he's a very famous, he's a very like a controversial figure.
All right.
But he's a very outspoken, I can't remember the guy's name, very famous guy. He goes that I went into a diet. He goes, my wife was eating only broccoli and chicken.
All right, okay.
That's it.
Right.
He goes, I did that for 1 year. I just ate broccoli and chicken. He goes, the most boring thing ever. He goes, I got rid of my diabetes. He goes, I felt amazing. Sleep patterns changed. He goes, I had psoriasis.
All right.
Yeah, so not eczema, psoriasis, which
is a lot worse.
Next level, right? It goes completely disappeared. Right? It goes all got his blood test done and everything, coming back amazing, off the charts, just by changing it to broccoli and chicken. That's obviously grilled chicken.
Yeah.
And I know it's a very boring diet.
It is.
I'm not saying go that extreme, but it just shows you how important food is.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? People just think, you know what, it tastes good, so I'm going to eat it. Of course, doner kebab tastes good.
Yeah, that's it.
You'd be stupid to say it doesn't taste good, right? A cheeseburger, processed burger, pizza, of course, it all tastes good. But come on, man, don't make it into like an everyday thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. And do you know what it is? It's like relating to my coaching as well. My clients follow like a flexible meal plan. So they still eat burgers, they still eat curries, they still eat pancakes.
So you allow them like a cheat day and stuff?
No, it's not even the cheat day. This is where they're following
don't
a
flexible
meal
plan.
plan. So no, it's just where...
I wanted to mention it, but don't give away your secrets.
No, it's just where, again, they get a tailored meal plan with a variety of recipes. But again, it's just ingredients and the macros being more tailored to them. So like where a curry is like oily and full of marinates and stuff like that, we can recreate that curry, but just swap a few ingredients out to make it a lower calorie version. But I'll be honest with you, it still tastes as good, and my clients actually enjoy the foods they love, whilst they're still losing weight and making that progress.
This reminds me of what's his name, man? The guy's always shouting, screaming on YouTube. The coach, the bodybuilder. You know, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's always shouting from Canada. He's always shouting and screaming.
I know you're on about with the beard.
No, he's not got beard. He used to be a bodybuilder. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's got so many videos. Very popular guy. What's he called? He goes, it doesn't matter. You know that guy.
Oh, Greg Doucette.
Greg Doucette.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Greg Doucette? Right. Greg Doucette is like IFBB pro. He used to be. He did like 40 competitions natural. Then he went into PEDs.
Okay.
But he's like online coach. I think he's doing his PhD at the moment now. He's a kinesiologist. So he deals with people's like blood work and stuff like that. So he's a specialist, right? And what was I going to say? So with him, he said the exact same thing what you just said. Regarding the diet. Like he has a diet plan, and he goes, if you're having a diet which doesn't taste good, then you're on the wrong diet.
Yeah, definitely.
He goes, it needs to taste good.
Yeah, definitely, because that's what makes it sustainable.
Yeah.
That's what makes you stick to
That's
it.
what he says. He goes,
So,
that's what makes it.
Yeah.
It's like you've been watching it.
Yeah. No, but that's what I always say to clients as well. Where, because like my clients, they eat pancakes, they eat oatmeals, they eat pasta, noodles, whatever the foods they love. But again, it's all adjusted so they fall within the macros and they're still achieving the goals. And again, it's sustainable. They're not eating shit food, day in and day out. And that's what people think. They get that wrong perspective of, if I need to eat clean, I need to eat veg and chicken, veg and rice. It don't work like that. Yes, it works, don't get me wrong, but it's not sustainable.
Enjoy what you eat.
But how long are you going to have that for?
Exactly, it's not going to last very long. I love my foods, I enjoy my foods. I have the occasional dessert and occasional cheat meal or whatever. But again, we use different strategies to incorporate that, still be able to get away with it, and still work towards our goals. That's the beauty of it, man.
It's like I was eating the chicken and broccoli for months. Just that, nothing else.
Okay.
I was also grilling it, and I was just like, stir frying the broccoli.
And stuff,
fry light and all that. I got bored of it because I kept eating the same shit every single day. Now I just eat what I want. I eat what I want, but very small amounts. Like I'll eat, like for example, if I do eat salmon roti, I'll make it, or like you said, properly without the oil. I'll make it like properly, healthy version. I'll probably taste bad. It tastes the same, bro. It tastes the same. I love roti. I love wooden roti or something. But I won't have big thick one. I'll have the thin one. I'm just because
chapati, like a
chapati. I'll enjoy it. You know what I mean? And then I'll have a burger. I'll go out eat a burger. But the thing is, I don't eat a lot of it. Just a little tiny bit amount of it. I'll eat a bit now, then I'll eat some later on.
But would you say I'm a slim guy for 37-year-old?
Definitely, man.
You know what I do?
Good for you,
you know what I eat?
Go on.
You know what I do? I eat when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
If I'm not hungry, I don't eat.
I'm hungry all the time, man.
Yeah, I don't, no, but the thing is, you train a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Whereas-
I'm always
yeah, whereas
eating 4
I'm
or 5
not.
meals.
Yeah, I'm not as dedicated training as you are.
Yeah.
Right. I train often, okay, but I should train more often, right? But I only eat when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And when I was a guy in the gym, yeah, he came out with an amazing analogy to me. He goes, and he said this to me. He goes, "You need." It was an Indian guy, Sikh guy, massive, right? And he goes to me. He goes, "If you want to stay slim," he goes, "just eat when you're hungry." He goes, "Have you seen like these documentaries in the Kenya, like these lions and tigers?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Have you ever come across an obese lion?" I said, "No." "Have you ever seen like an obese deer?"
Right.
I said, "No." He goes, "You know, a lion eats when it's hungry. Because if it's not hungry, it doesn't eat." He goes, "So they don't get fat." Whereas, you do get tigers and stuff here, in the zoo. And you can see them a bit sloppy and shit, right? Because they're overfeeding them. But in the wild, you won't see an animal, like a wild animal, that's going to be obese.
That's a good point, that. Yeah.
Right? I said, it's a good point. So I only literally eat if I'm hungry.
If you're hungry,
right?
yeah.
Obviously, if I want to achieve something, like if I want to build mass or whatever, then I'm going to... Then
That's when you incorporate more, yeah.
Right? Or I can just give you a call.
Yeah, no,
but
definitely, man.
Yeah.
Always here,
listen,
man.
I need to know what I need to do here. Obviously, it's going to charge me an arm and a leg, but...
Nah, always look after you.
But like, I mean, I think that was a good point that he made.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I don't snack.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're going to hear...
Snacking,
Sorry if you're going to hear fireworks, by the way, there's a wedding going on.
yeah, snacking is a big one. Snacking and liquid calories.
Liquid calories?
Liquid calories.
Liquid calories.
So liquid calories like your fizzy drinks,
Fizzy
your
drinks.
oils, especially your sauces, which people get carried away with, ketchup, mayo, all that kind of stuff. And then again, your snacks.
Sort of sugar and stuff.
A lot of sugar and a lot of calories. So
Calories,
again,
yeah.
all that builds up. Like you can be on the cleanest of diets. And again, diet is all about calories in and calories out. You can be eating the cleanest of foods, but them sauces that you're putting in, them oils, extra oils that you're putting in,
1,000 calories.
they build up the calories.
Yeah.
And then people don't realise, thinking, hell, I've been eating clean for weeks and months, why am I not seeing any progress?
Yeah.
But they don't sort of monitor them little
So the small things.
yeah,
yeah,
the smallest things make the biggest differences.
Yeah.
It's the smallest things that always add up. It's that compound effect over time.
Yeah.
So
I think there's a lot more things that I think I want to go into, like a lot more like controversial stuff. We were talking outside earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of it to do with like arranged marriages and women and stuff like that. We will go into that. I don't think we should go into it today. However, I just want to point out, if people want to find, where they want to find your coaching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where's the best place to check you out?
So
So basically,
TikTok.
plug yourself, bro.
yeah. Instagram and TikTok, 2 platforms.
Can I just say, by the way, your videos,
Yeah.
I think I must have mentioned this at the start. The reason why I approached you to come on the podcast is because I saw your video on Instagram, and I thought, what, this fucking editing's on point.
Yeah.
Right? Or like so professional. I was thinking, like the way you're talking,
Yeah.
and like some of the visuals and stuff like that. I think it was amazing,
No,
and that's the
appreciate
reason I
that,
thought, hang on a second, is this some kind of next level like
Local lad and that, yeah.
local guy? Look at his videos.
Yeah.
But so if you want to check you out, so TikTok.
TikTok and Instagram, yeah. TikTok, Bilal Fitness. Instagram, Bilal Hussein Fit.
Obviously, we're going to put the information.
So, yeah. That's it, man. To be honest with you, I create the content for my audience. A lot of time goes into creating the content, fitness tips, nutrition tips, all that kind of stuff. It's just again, for the viewers, for the watchers, and I get a lot of people, coming up to me saying, you know what, I watch your content, it's really good. I had a brother that come up to me today in the gym saying, are you Bilal Fitness on TikTok? He says, yeah. Goes, bro, I watch your content, man, I love it. I take a lot away from it, and those are the sort of messages and comments I like. The fact that people are actually benefiting from it as well. It just again motivates me to go away and create more. So a lot of time and effort does go into it, man, especially the editing and stuff like that. So,
no, you can tell because the thing is, obviously, you're obviously alongside with like being a fitness coach and like you're obviously a content creator as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And like you said, you're helping people as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is rewarding, because you got that brother came up to you today, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot, for that guy to come up to you.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Right. Because I know you this for a fact. In the gym, a lot of people know who you are.
But they don't want to.
Either they don't want to come up to you because they're arrogant, or either they can't build up the courage to come and say hello to you because you might be in the zone training or whatever. I didn't give a shit. I was in the gym. I said, brother, listen, I know you're doing your set, finish your set. Right, you're doing it. Okay, listen, I've seen you on TikTok, right? And I've seen you on Instagram. I love the videos. You coming on the podcast, you were like, Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we're going to leave all the information in the description below. Guys, you need to go and check out Bilal's TikTok and especially Instagram as well.
Yeah. Active on both, so they'll definitely benefit a lot from it.
And I will say this, I'll take the personal guarantee that I think if you want to change your lifestyle and if you want to change your life and change your eating habits or get a better physique, I think you're the guy to be able to motivate to do that.
No, absolutely, definitely.
Because come on, man, the guy's a qualification in it, and you've got a good track record as well.
Yeah, no, definitely experiences, qualifications. Again, clients, current clients, clients' results and testimonials as well.
Yeah, I'm going to say testimonials. Yeah,
and it's ongoing. And again, I work with Muslims as well, like the Asian community people. You know, the Asians in particular are the people I want to work with because again, I end up being an Asian person myself. I've been through that Asian household and that Asian upbringing and
you specifically work with Muslims.
So that's my niche. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Uniting, you know, deen and fitness together. You know, for that powerful transformation. Yeah. You combine them both, man. Honestly, you live the happiest of lives.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's not just about the like you said, the physical. It's the whole mental thing as well.
Mental, physical, emotional. And then spiritual as well.
Yeah, spiritual.
Because again, even in my community as well, I'm always posting like daily Islamic reminders. So I've got 2 separate groups in my community as well.
Okay.
So it's that daily reminder of them, you know, being on the deen, praying, stuff like that. And again, it's just having that community of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. You know, when you got that community where you're encouraging each other to train, pray, all that kind of stuff, go a long way, man.
I think I think people should join your program. I think just to be part of the community and also you know I'm really intrigued by this app that you've made because you've spent so much time and effort, and I don't think there's many, like coaches out there who have specifically gone out of their way to invest in making a specific app.
Yeah.
You know, which is tailored towards the person who's using it.
Absolutely, and referring back to what you were saying with that, you know, all these coaches and PTs that just give generic plans to like a bunch of people. I've seen people that do that myself through Google Docs and Word Docs as well. And I've actually had clients that come to me saying, "This is what a previous coach had done for me."
Also, like an Excel spreadsheet.
Like, one of them told me he was doing check-ins on Instagram DM. Thinking, what sort of coach does that? You know,
what was he doing?
He was doing communication. You know, so I have something called weekly check-ins, which I do on the app. But like the weekly check-ins, they were doing on Instagram DM.
Okay.
Which was to me, it's a bit unprofessional. As a coach, you should have your own sort of thing where whether you're managing it through a training app or docs, but then through DM just doesn't make sense. And you were paying him quite a bit of money as well.
Right, okay.
So it just don't make sense with me. Everything is done through the app: meal plans, training, check-ins, community. So yeah, it was quite an investment, but at the end of the day, it pays off. Plus, it's a lot more streamlined for me as well. So, like the meal plans and stuff, I work with a nutritionist.
Okay.
So we create the meal plans, put them into the database, and when a client does come over, and when they fill out the questionnaire, just depending on their dietary requirements, their likes, dislikes, tolerances, I take all that into account, and we design that plan for the client. And it's not something I deliver straight away.
Obviously, any allergies and stuff is also taken into
all that I take into consideration. So again, it's not something where I give the clients the same meal plan. And, exactly. It takes time for me to design it as well. So when they come on board, I'll be like, right, it's going to take me about 48 hours to design the plan for you because I make everything from scratch. Because again, I have to take into account their lifestyle, their job, their allergies, macros, training history, injuries as well. So all that list just goes on. So that's why, at the end of the day, I value my time. Hence why I want to work with people who will genuinely, be cooperative and work hard. And I'll get them the results that they want. But the best thing is, I'll get you the results, but you'll stay like that for the rest of your life because of the way I teach that. So that's the most important thing. And what's it costing people staying in the same boat today? Then 6 months later, a year later, you're still in that same boat.
No, exactly. Look, at the end of the day, I think, what does it say? No wealth if you've got no health, right?
100%.
So at the end of the day, I think if people, they need to invest, time, effort and money in their health.
Definitely.
Okay? And they can do that. I would go as far as saying that approaching you is like a shortcut because you've already done it. You've got a track record.
Definitely.
And doing you is like a cheat code kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Right? You're going to be able to guide somebody.
Absolutely.
Right? And for that cheat code, of course, it's going to cost you a bit of money. But what is the value on good health?
That's why money was invented. Money was invented to buy back time. That's literally what it is. And it's like if you have got the opportunity to invest into a good mentor, a good coach, do it. honestly, it's the best thing ever because I've done it. I've invested into a coach. Obviously now I've got a mentor, which is different. But the reason why I do it is because, again, knowledge. Knowledge is something you have to continue chasing in life.
Yeah, it's
like,
power, isn't it?
it's like knowledge is power, and you have to live like a student for the rest of your life. Obviously, a student where you're always learning, you're always, educating yourself in something.
Yeah.
That's why I say just live like a student where you're always open to learning. It's like people, they're so arrogant, they'll know a fraction of something and they're like, oh, I know it all. I don't need to know anymore. Why do I need to know this? Honestly, they need to shift their mindset, man.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of people that I've sort of bumped across. So
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to hopefully, people reaching out to you.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm leave all the information. Everywhere's going to be, you're able to see all the information. And I think people will reach out to you. We're going to do as much as we can to promote, your business, and promote your name, because I think you deserve it.
Appreciate that.
I think you deserve it.
That.
But is there anything else that we want to get in the end over there? Because I don't want to get Bilal to come in again. That's all right. I know you're a busy guy.
Yeah. No, inshallah. That was a bit quick, that.
We've done over an hour. We've done how we on? We're done 1 hour.
Yeah. I don't believe
We
it.
literally only scraped the surface. Well, we did say we're going to do like a quick podcast this time, but the next time we're going to make a bit of a longer one. But the next time is going to be a bit more of a controversial one. I'm going to start asking you some deep and dark questions.
Yeah. It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
This was basically an introduction to what you do.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
The next one is going to be what you think about certain social
That's
situations.
what I'm looking forward to as well. Getting
into
a few
if we start talking about that, that's another hour gone there.
That's another hour gone there. I know.
But I just want to give people like a bit of a teaser and a bit of a taste of who you are, what you do, what you offer, and alhamdulillah, how well you're doing with it.
Yeah. No, just a bit of advice to people as well. It's like people just need to shift their mindset from instead of chasing instant, quick fixes and that. It's like just be willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
Just work hard for once in your life, man. Work hard, put in that shift. Again, a mentor and a coach is going to get you there quickly and in the most sustainable way, especially if it's a good coach. Like a good coach, if you've got the opportunity, whether it's me, whether it's anyone, obviously to the watchers that are watching this, if there's someone there that you can invest into to fast track your progress and just ensure sustainability as well, do it, man. Best thing ever. Even with myself, I've been brought up investing money into coaches, courses, whatever. Some things worked out, some things weren't the best, but I never told myself that just because this was shit I'm not gonna stop investing, because that's what most people are like. They'll go through a bad experience, and they'll be like, it didn't work out with me with that person, I'm not gonna go to that person again, I'll go for another coach. It's like you got to continue experiencing until you hit that you hit that jackpot. And then that's it, man. Life
look at it. There's certain things in life that are less important, and you always. I'll give you an example. Right, you go to a furniture shop here.
Yeah.
You're about to buy a chair. Okay, are you going to buy the first chair that you sit on? No, you're going to test this chair. I'll go sit on that chair. Okay, this one's a bit tough at the back here. Let's go check the other one. That's a bit too squidgy here. You're going to test a few chairs.
Test it, absolutely.
And then you're going to go buy, you know what, this is the right chair, I'm going to buy this.
Absolutely.
And that there is less important than a lifestyle change.
Definitely.
Go to one person, like you said, it's not always going to be a home run straight away. It's trial and error, you're going to go here, go there. But eventually, but what I will say though, I'll promote Bilal's a home run.
Honestly, I look forward to it, man, especially the people that will reach out to myself. I look forward to having that conversation with them as well before taking them on. So again, it doesn't work like that where you just inquire about my like a lot of people ask pricing straight away. I don't give up price. It says, look, it's based on your needs and wants. Let me get to know you a little bit, and then I'll see where we take you from there. That's literally the procedure I follow. So it's not our PT where you just offer them your rates and boom,
guys, you know where to go to reach out to Bilal. Everything's going to be on there. If you want a lifestyle change, anything you want, Bilal's the man to speak to. I think we'll end it on that note, and I think, like I said, next time we're going to go into the dark and dingy side.
Yeah, man, look forward to it.
But thanks so much for coming on.
No, appreciate you having me on.
And it took a bit of time because we approached you ages ago, but there were a lot back and forth. And
absolutely, obviously, better later than never, innit?
Yeah, of course, man, of course.
Man.
But inshallah, looking forward to next time. But guys, till next time, this is Bobzybounce
signing out.